Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Ninja Turtle, and today we have something different. Not going to show you a new custom or anything like that. Actually, there will be kind of a new custom in here, but for the most part, we're just showing off my Marvel vs. Capcom collection and the progress that I've made since the last time I made a video, which was quite a while ago. We've switched locations, parts in my room, and it's just expanded. I built this area. These are all custom made shelves specifically for my toy collection, but just so I can have room for my Marvel vs. Capcom stuff, which I do have a little bit more room now to continue to expand. So how this video is going to work, you can see most of it all right here, but I will zoom in closer so you can see everything in its entirety. And I will be completely shut up during that part. And if you're still interested, I will get in a little closer to individual figures and start talking about where they came from. Not every single figure, because I think you can guess that most of these are Marvel Legends. But for anyone that's curious on some of the other particular ones that aren't Marvel Legends, especially the customs or the ones that are just not Marvel Legends, stay tuned. I will talk about those a little bit, but that would be like the second half of the video. So let's go ahead and look at these shelf by shelf. So I do apologize for the lighting. My room isn't set up specifically to light up my Marvel vs. Capcom collection for video content, but I am using all available lights that I have. It's still a little dark. I'm sorry, I can't do anything about that. But also sorry that some of the figures are obscured because I had this camera on the tripod during that last section. So we're going to go in a little bit closer, and you can see some other figures. A lot better because I had the tripod, although it's still quite dark in there. So can't do anything about that. Black Panther. So this is the Toy Biz Black Panther. I'll put that. I actually did a custom of this. This is the custom repaint of the Toy Biz Black Panther, which I have a video on the channel. So I'm pretty sure I did make one. It's just repainting it to make it black and gold and not have any mixed colors. There's a new version of it coming out very soon, so that new version will just end up replacing it entirely. Ultron is back there. I also made a custom of Ultron, but that's not it. So here's the update. I scrapped that thing and just bought this new one. It's not accurate to how he looks in the game, but I'm okay with that in general. So this looks better than what I made. My Storm, my god, you can't see it at all. I'm so sorry. I wish I could get some light in there for you. But yeah, there's a video on the channel for this Storm as well. So if you really can't see it, and I know you can't, check out that Storm. She will get revamped at one point in the future, but there's Doom in the back, also Omega Red and Colossus. And over here you couldn't see him because big old Sentinel's in the way. Cable. So the only update I have, because again this is a custom, I made this. There's a video on the channel for this. Man, I'm blocking the light source now, I'm sorry. The only thing I've done since then is that I've actually repainted this the Scimitar Lance because it was covered in Mod Podge before and it was sticking to his hands, so I repainted it and no more Mod Podge, so it's better, although it's still, the figure has a bunch of Mod Podge on it and I'd love to repaint it one day, but I really would like for Hasbro to just give us a new cable for a little while, so make it at some point in the future and make it easier for me to make this cable, or maybe they make this costume and I don't have to do it myself. That would be great. Speaking of other customs, here's the Sentinel. I did this earlier this year, or earlier in 2023, video on the channel. Psylocke as well is a custom. I am revamping Psylocke very soon. Hopefully in 2024, when I make this video again, you will see the new revamped Psylocke on my shelf here. But everything else is kind of the usual suspects, I guess. Man, this lighting is so poor right now, I'm so sorry. Except for here, so you can see this finger pointing out. Hopefully, god damn, I'm sorry, I'm complaining so much. The light is bad, but it is Phoenix Wright. This is Pop-Up Parade, Phoenix Wright, and yeah, it's just a statue, it's not an action figure, but I really like it. You know, it's, what else do you want Phoenix Wright doing but pointing and saying objection? So it is what it is for that. The rest of these are Marvel Legends, except for, again, is Amaterasu is also a Pop-Up Parade statue, and then the X-23. So I am going to cover this in a video that you'll see, and it's literally my next video, but this is a revamp. I didn't make this before, so there's the old video, the original version, and then this is the revamp that I finished a few weeks ago. You can see more detail on this with better lighting in my next video. And Jubilee's here because, again, this is Marvel vs. Capcom, and you know, there's your Capcom, there's Ryu. He's the only Capcom represent. Oh no, obviously Phoenix Wright and Amaterasu. Jubilee's here because she is an assist call in Marvel vs. Capcom 1. So I also have 2 Jubilee figures and I didn't want them both on the same X-Men shelf, so there's that too. But she is an assist call in Marvel 1, so that's why she's there. Here the lighting's a little bit better because it's a little higher up. We have the Target exclusive Gambit with the lighter brown jacket, so I like that. We have my Cammy in her X-Men vs. Street Fighter outfit, the Killer Bee. Right, Killer Bee costume. I'm going to be redoing this for sure. Very, very sure is going to be completely redone. I'm going to be actually scrapping this head entirely, and well, not scrapping it, but reusing it for DiCaprio, and then giving DiCaprio a new body. And that new body will be the same body that I use to make Cammy in the future, and Cammy will look like that new body, basically. But yeah, Cammy's gonna get redone hopefully next year, and you'll see that going. We got that Walmart Doctor Strange levitating. You couldn't see in the video before, there's Storm, the custom Storm in silver. Nova right here. She-Hulk is back there. Hopefully they give us a new one. This Hulk back there is it's a Toy Biz Hulk. I forget which one. It's a 2-pack that came with the leader, but that's what that Hulk is right there. We got your Iron Man and his plasma, all that stuff, photon blaster, whatever thing. Hawkeye, the new Hawkeye with the pinless everything. I did, and it's hard to see, but you can right there see I took the quiver and all the arrows from the Toy Biz version of Hawkeye and gave him that quiver instead of the default one that Hasbro gave us. Mostly because it has the Ant-Man arrow on it and all the other trick arrows and stuff. So I thought that would be cool to have on this Hawkeye. And way in the back you can see Venom. That is also a Toy Biz Venom from the Spider-Man Classics. I hope to actually customize a black and a blue Venom at some point. It's just getting around to finding the right body mold, and also waiting for Hasbro to release a regular one that is good, that's affordable as well, and not in a 5-pack or anything like that. And then here you go, Winter Soldier, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So yeah, the only Capcom representative on this shelf right now is Cammy, but that'll change, of course, as things go forward. And then we've got the last shelf up here where I got my custom Morgan. So one thing is, as you can see, I've got Pop-Up Parade. I have statues. I'm not against that. There is a Pop-Up Parade Morgan statue that is her Darkstalkers colors, coming out in 2024. Pre-ordered already. It comes with Lilith too. Lilith is coming out as well. So what's going to happen is I'm going to take that Pop-Up Parade Lilith and Morgan. They're going to go over here to my Capcom shelf. So just surprise, I have a Capcom collection over here that is completely different. So this is, you know, Fei Long is not in Marvel vs. Capcom, neither is Laura, but, you know, Lilith and that Morgan are going to go over here. I'm going to keep this Morgan, but I'm going to repaint her to make her look more like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, because the color scheme is a little different. I'm also going to change a lot about her body and everything, but that is planned on in the future. You can see I got Rocket and Groot here, the Super Scroll, the Dormammu. So the Dormammu is frustrating because there is the default look for him in Marvel 3 and Infinite that he's really big and all that stuff, and they did make a figure of that. I unfortunately have sold it twice now. I've owned it 2 times in my past, and I've sold it twice before I started this collection, and now I regret it again. But I do have this one, which is an alternate costume for him in Marvel Infinite, or Marvel 3 at least. So maybe one day I upgrade again and invest in that classic costume where he's really big, but for right now, this will have to do. You can see Jada Toys, Chun-Li right here. Can't wait for more of those Jada figures, because most of those Jada figures are going to end up going in this collection here, except for like the characters that don't appear in Marvel Infinite or Marvel, you know, in the series basically, like T-Hawk and DJ, etc. Those will go over here, like Fei Long, Magneto, and all these cats up here. You can see Onslaught back there. So this Onslaught is the Toy Biz version, and this is more or less how Onslaught looks when he is in his final form. Not the first form, the smaller version, but the one he's like a big building size. So that's that version back there, and that's why I kept it. I really like that Onslaught still, although I do hope that Hasbro releases a deluxe release of, like a re-release of the Onslaught at some point. That's not a Build-A-Figure, they just like redo it with a new deco or whatever they want to do. I hope they do that. This is the new Spider-Man right here with the articulated feet and pinless everything. So this is the Renew Your Vows. Yeah, Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. Toy Biz Deadpool. I may either repaint this to give it a more fresher pop and color, or make my own full custom Deadpool. I haven't fully decided that, just to give him a little bit more size and body. But I still really like this Deadpool because he has so many accessories. It's so well articulated. So there's that. And then there's the rest. You can also, you couldn't see before, I have Death here with Thanos. So this is the Marvel Select Death, because she came with the Marvel Select Thanos. He was a chunky boy. I sold him and kept Death. And then this Marvel Legends Thanos. And lastly, Galactus is not the HasLab. This is Marvel Universe Galactus. Oh yeah, I forgot Captain Marvel Custom. Definitely gonna redo that. Galactus is the Marvel Universe Galactus. So he does, yeah, he lights up and makes noises and stuff. A bit undersized, quote unquote, but I also didn't feel like spending $400 on Galactus. I spent, when this came out, it was less than 100, so I'm very still satisfied with this Galactus. Totally fine with keeping that Infinity Gauntlet as well. Sick up there. One thing I forgot to mention, that maybe you noticed, I have 3 Wolverines up here. So this one is Bone Claw, and this one is more, you know, traditional Tiger Stripe Adamantium, and then here is the this one's a small custom, but it's the Astonishing costume, which I modified myself with some paint here and there. Also, you can see I have multiple Jeans. So we have Jean Grey in her 90s costume, and then we have her as Dark Phoenix right here. I do have a Phoenix figure right here, but I'm actually going to sell this one and remake it myself, and maybe make 2 of them so I can put Phoenix over here. So you can see the transitions. The reason there's 3 Wolverines, 3 different versions of Wolverine in each, not each game, but across the games. So 1 on each shelf, and then I kind of want Phoenix on the top shelf, Dark Phoenix here in the middle shelf, and then just regular old Jean. Which, hey, you know, those mods that are out there as well have her in this costume, so that's really cool. But yeah, that's the whole point of having the same character across multiple shelves there, because there's different versions. So I like to have, like I said with Venom, I like to do like a blue Venom and have him on a higher shelf like here, and then Marvel Infinite, he actually is black in default color, and then put him down here on a shelf like that, and kind of do stuff like that, like Storm here in her silver 90s costume, and then I have her back here again. I know you can't really see it very well, but that's how she looks in Marvel 3. So just kind of how I want to roll with that sort of thing. I did have this Chun-Li at one point, this custom that I made. I did have that over here because it was the only Chun-Li I had, and that is the costume that I picked for her when I play Marvel 3. But Jada Toys came to the rescue. So eventually I'll make more Chun-Li's, but this will be the Chun-Li that I have over here in this collection, like I said, with all the rest of the Jada stuff. And here's crossing my fingers. Here's hoping that June at Jada Toys continues to make more Capcom stuff, Darkstalkers, and everything else that is in Marvel vs. Capcom, because he's a fan just like us. So I'm really excited to see what they do over there at Jada Toys. Hoping for more specific Marvel stuff from the guys at Hasbro, and of course what they don't make I will. So thank you for watching this video. I just plan on doing this once a year now. I don't want to take as long as a gap between this and the last video that I made for this collection. So hopefully at the end of the year in 2024 you will see another update to all of this with all of the new things. Oh, before I go, I forgot, I wanted to real quick talk about the figures that I am planning on making, planning on acquiring, and what you can look forward to seeing on my shelf basically in the next video, which hopefully will be Shuma Gorath, Black Widow, and from Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Let's see what else I'm doing. Birdie. Oh yeah, speaking of Birdie, Sabretooth. I have a Sabretooth. He's right there. That's the old Sabretooth. There's a new Sabretooth that's coming out from Hasbro that's much bigger and nicer. So next year I'll definitely make a Birdie to go with him. Who else is there that I'm making? I want to make Strider. I want to make Frank West. Frank, yeah, that's his name, right? From Dead Rising. And I want to make Strider. If I can try, at least attempt to make him. Who else is there? I'm trying to think. Jill Valentine. Yeah, so you saw my Jill over here. but that's not the right Jill. So I'm gonna make both the RE5 Jill that's in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, as well as the Stars Jill that's in Marvel 2 and Marvel 1. So both of those will be over here. We'll see. I don't know about the rest of the Capcom or RE side of Capcom, if I'm going to do Wesker or Chris, but I'll try at some point in the future. And Dante and Lady, or not Lady, she doesn't go over here, but Trish, Dante and Virgil, at some point I will try them. Yeah, and yeah, I don't know if I'll do that next year, but they'll make their way over here eventually. And yeah, a whole bunch of stuff from, you know, like I said, Jada, when they get the Akuma and get the Ken and all of those characters will just end up populating these shelves over here. So yeah, I'll just leave it there. I'll definitely be working on continuing to expand this collection as I continue to make my customs. And oh yeah, Rogue. I forgot about that. So she's here too. I do have her right here, and I decided to not put this version of Rogue over here because I'm going to make a bunch of Rogues in the future. So I might as well put the custom Rogue that I make over here with this collection. I want to make her in this costume, the green and yellow, but she also has, she changes into casual clothing when she has her windscreen. She has like plaid shirt and like booty shorts and stuff. So I'm definitely making that and putting that up here. And what else? Is there anyone else that I'm like forgetting that's probably X-Men that should be over here? That's not. Probably, I think that's everyone, right? I got Psylocke and stuff. Okay, so yeah, we're good for right now. Hopefully, here's crossing our fingers that they'll make another game, but we know that'll probably never happen. See ya!